Alright, we are back to Minecraft. Let's go ahead and get back to Hamtopia 9. You are awake for the moment. Yay! Fries Day? No, it's not Friesland Day. Alright, let's slowly let things load in. Hi, kitty. Slowly let things load in. Alright, everything looks like it is mostly loaded in now. Okay. No food to gather at the moment. Alright, so we were kind of slowly fixing up some of the crazy terrain that we have around here. And I really should put some more torches around so that we can actually get light at night. But I might wait until it's a little bit darker. Let's get rid of a few more of these trees. Is Hamtopia up to date with the patches? Yeah, so this should be fully within the new Cliffs and Caverns content. So, I mean, didn't we? I thought we got copper already. Maybe not. Let's see. Can I? Trying to get up here without putting down a block. At some point, that's going to be... I got up there, and then I jumped off. Figures. There we go. Yeah, so, so we got the copper already. Haven't seen goats. And I don't really know all the other new stuff that's going to be around. Go ahead and get rid of that. Let's go ahead and get some torches on the corners here, because why not? Nope. There we go. Just make sure that we have bits of light. There we go. Alright, you've got light there. Let's get some light on the other sides of buildings as well. Yeah, right. I made the lightning rods there. Let's go ahead and get this these leaves up so that when I take these trees down, they don't continue growing next to the house. Okay. Time to chop down a few more trees. Hi, kitty. How's it going, kitty? Why dig up that torch? Because I'm gonna move that ground around a bit. Dang it. I'm blaming you, kitty. Probably pushed me. That darn cat. Suddenly you feel the teacher in you is coming through. Okay, so that's all of that. We'll start getting stuff dropping out of those. Let's go check some of the other ones that we already took down. There we go. Okay. Not going to be a whole lot that I can do about that cliff, but... Go ahead and get that right in there. Any more stuff drop over here? No, not really. Okay. Get a torch up there. Alright, and of course the front of the buildings are just fine. Alright, how about... let's see. So the road is there. Although it shifts over here a bit. That'll do. So we get the road in there. And get a few blocks over here. Okay. You do like the idea of torches above the windows. Does it help to see out at night? It just creates light that deters monster formation, monster spawning. That's the only real goal there. Okay. Farm is doing okay. We do have light out this way. And we have our first golem. Excellent. Hello, friend. We have our first golem friend. Excellent. That is great news. That is really great news. We have a horse that has decided to go into the cave. As horses do. As horses do. Have I visited the Nether in any of these runs? No, I have not really gotten that far. I usually like to have a good solid like castle and everything set up first. So, because you need a lot of cobblestone to protect yourself. So I prefer to do that after I've protected my local town. I'm sure we'll get there eventually. Okay, I can't really get up there. It is getting dark, however. So let's go ahead and skedaddle into a building. My bad. Oh, there's a wandering trader out there. Just spawned in. Excuse me, sir. Where are you? Here. Slime ball, fern, sugarcane, kelp, orange dye, and packed ice. Yeah, you got nothing for me. Get out of here. Yeah, leads, but I'd probably have to do something to him to get those leads. Not too keen on that. Alright, so I got a bucket. I can build a farm for myself somewhere else. Where do we want to do that? I hear you, Enderman. Not over here, I think. I want to be kind of close to the village, but not really within the village borders. I was going to do something over here with this water, but then I got some iron. We can milk cows, that is true. Go ahead and plant that. Nothing else has grown in. Okay. So back to thinking about where a good place for a castle would be. So we can lord over our subjects. Okay, well, we have a big crater here. That could be an idea. Build over that. Enderman whoops. What is a whoop? A whoop is a whoop. It's the sound they make. I hear you, zombie. Maybe not over here. We should make a pumpkin hat and become friends with the Ender friend. Probably not gonna do that. I think I'd rather have his juicy, delicious ender pearls. Alright, what about up here? On one of these mountains. I don't really want a castle that's super high up, though. Although there is a road that would lead right up here. You'd have a castle on the volcano. I mean, it seems like it might be a bad idea. Might as well get some coal as long as I'm up here. There we go. Ow. Hmm. 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 Hey, Denanners, how's it going? I want to jump into the water, but that seems like a little bit too far. Might be able to running jump. Let's do it. Nope. All right. I think I ran a little bit too far. Too far. Yep, too far. Missed by a bit. Stop jumping off cliffs, all. Dig down. Yeah, that was, it was a risk. It was a risk. Never let it be said that I am always good at this game. All right, well, Hamtopia 10. Hey, at least it's a new type of death that I got. It happens. It happens. It was kind of a funny death, yes. All right. Let's create a new world. Let's see if we get another village right next to us. Didn't know Ald was so unsatisfied with the Spruce Village. I wasn't. I didn't think that I would go farther. That's fine. Besides, part of the fun is seeing new places. Like being on desert islands. We have anything down here in the water? We do have some trees at least, so that's really good news. Build your own castaway paradise. Okay, there is an undersea crevasse here. Okay. And there's a drowned out there somewhere already. All right, well. Enough wood to make a boat. Yep. Hey, thanks for the cheering, Hammeron. I appreciate that. I honestly did not think that I would go too far with that jump. I genuinely did not think that I'd go too far. I figured I'd either not go far enough and just take a ton of damage, or hit the water. So, you know. Mistakes were made. Yeah, that might be a thing that happens. Dragophile. Can't reward much for short lives. That's true. See, mostly what I'm doing, though, is I'm trying to make sure that there's enough work for the people keeping track of the number of lives. Like Super Lou, you know? Keeping track of the number of deaths and the types. He needs more work, clearly. Knocking down trees with bits of other tree. Yep. I got some apples, at least. And I got a seed. And there should be fish around, so I can definitely get some food that way. So we're basically on an atoll here. So, you know, if anyone knows how to make atomic weapons in Minecraft, let me know, because this is a perfect place for it. Just looking around a little bit to see if there's anything else out here. We got some more grass over here. No. It's kind of a crevasse. Go ahead and pick up some more of the stuff dropping from these trees. Alright, first thing that we need to do... get our crafting table. Let's go ahead and make a chest. Okay, put some of this stuff in here for the moment. The good news is that we will have plenty of wood once that all grows in. Alright. That's second set of seeds there. Remember someone attempted a speed run on a random seed? They spawned on an island with no land in sight outside their start island. Like a 15 by 10 island, and no trees to build boats. Yeah, that's not gonna go well for a speed run. Okay, any other things? There's some more grass over here. Alright. Let's take that, those bits of dirt. I can always harvest some dirt from down underwater. Alright, let's see what we got. Also, grab you, grab you. Let's plant a few of these trees. Let's start a little bit further away from where our stuff is right now. Alright, there we go. Hey there, turtle. I had 3 blocks. I don't know where they all went. One bugged out. Okay. That's a thing. Alright, first of all, we want a hoe. Alright, see ya, Sealan. Oh, there's the dirt block. We're going to want a pickaxe as well, just because. I'll take an axe as well. I mean, I guess I'll take a sword as well, just because I will need that until I get some stone. Alright, we got that planted. I should also make a shovel. Staying on it for now. Islands can be relatively safe. It is getting dark. I have no way to make a uh much of anything really. I mean, can't make torches, can't make can't make a bed. Nope. Nope. I need cotton for a bed. Now there is another possibility. I could just like build a column up and stay there. Make a sand sword. I wish. I wish. No such thing. Yeah, so one of the problems with making a boat and just leaving here looking for someplace else is that I have no way of tracking where I am or what I'm doing. Oh, we can start getting some stone here. I have enough wood for a boat. What I don't have is, I mean, I have stone now. Need a little bit more. Let's see, yep. There's a creeper on another island. That is fine. Alright, let's get a furnace. There we go. That at least gives us some light. Not that that helps down here. We'll be able to get some coal. I can tunnel under the sea if... got a lot of sand building options, yeah. I can tunnel under the sea if I get deep enough, yeah. A furnace on top of a woodbench. What could go wrong? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, I'm really safe here. That's the thing. I mean, I can't sleep, but that's a small price to pay. So I got 16 torches. I can get some more. No, you can't stack it on top of it exactly. I have to attach it to the wall. It's attached to the wall behind it. Because you can make them float, essentially. Oh, I hear you, drowned. I hear you. There we go. 24 torches, so that's pretty good. Let's see. I mean, I'd like to find some iron down here. And that is not iron. Yeah, but sheep I could definitely go out and search for. I mean, I don't know that this will be a permanent place for me, but it can be the start. I just need to worry about the phantoms. But if I stick primarily with mining, that won't be too much of a problem. Surely I'll just use up all of my wood digging and have to swim to another place. I planted some more trees. As long as they keep, I keep getting enough saplings, I'll be fine. Yep. Now I need some more tools. let's see. I do have some sand. I got diorite. I can use diorite as a roofing. Stone pickaxe. There we go. Phantoms come out at night if you haven't slept enough, and they attack you, which is why I'm going to need a roof up there in a couple days. But I can just use the diorite for that. I'm not going to use it for anything else. Hey, all right, got some coal. Coal will be very useful to me here. Go down to Y6 or right above bedrock for the best chance. Well, unless I get iron, I'm not going to have much of an opportunity for making use of diamond. Alright, now... now to get back up. Let's see. Nope. Wrong thing. Okay. Alright, where are we? We are at 31. Okay. So still quite a bit deeper down. Yeah, a bucket of water would be quite nice. Phantoms swoop in and cause trouble. A lot of damage, are hard to hit since they fly and have small hitboxes. Start spawning after 3 Minecraft nights without sleeping. Yep. I've only encountered them a couple times. Oh, copper. Not that I need it, but... Alright, for now, let's put that there. Was not actually expecting to get to a cavern. Dang it, didn't mean to use that. I want to use diorite. Oh, did... Oh! Oh, hi! Oh, hi! No, they can't. Oh, oh. Need a poke hole. I think with a poke hole, wouldn't he still blow up? Easier to hit and duck behind the wall, I suppose. There's not a whole lot of wall back there, though. They just want Huggles. That's true, they do. They want to give me Huggles. Alright, well, there is a possibility that he will despawn at some point. Ooh, eerie noise. Alright, for now, let's get all the way back up to the... Back up to the surface. Hey, little bunny, how's it going? Time to make a roof indeed. Alright, the creeper that was out there has despawned. We've gotten a tree grown, so that's good. Alright, let's go with the diorite. There we go, we got a roof. Oh, was that not ready yet? Dang it! I thought that was ready. Well, a little bit of a waste. Yeah, we're on 10 already, Low Bunny. I took a jump that was ill-advised. Alright, let's go ahead and let stuff grow back in over there. So much bird poop on that sand house. It was just a miscalculation. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get some more wood, planks. I don't think there's any real reason. Well, actually, there is some reason. I'll wait until we get more, though. Okay, 16. Alright, get another pickaxe. Let's get an actual axe, stone axe. But I'll love seagulls. No, I don't. You know I don't. Get a shovel in case I need it. And we'll get a hoe. A stone hoe. Another pickaxe. And now for a sword. A stone sword. There we go. Oh, another tree grew. I mean, mistakes were made, you know. It happens. None of those trees have grown. Alright, well, there is a chance that we will get some apples out of this. Distinct lack of apples, unfortunately. Looks like I am probably going to have to go get some fish. An apple a day doesn't keep the phantoms away. Nope, it does not. Alright, back down into the depths we go. Actually, do we have good light up here? Probably not. There we go. Oh. Nope. Get those two bots out of here. There we go. Running on no sleep, much like a certain LPer we all know and love. Ah, sleep is just a crutch. Okay, so I have a poke hole. But it kind of depends on whether the creeper is still around back there. He may have despawned. Well, we got some iron. I heard some water sounds. He despawned. Okay. Whew. Got lucky. Alright, so let's get this iron. Or turkeys, as they look like. Well, that's unfortunate. I took out my torches. Can we get a death by creeper prediction? Not really, because it's not too likely at this point. I think a death by drowned is more likely. I mean, the creeper, he despawned. He's not around here anymore, so... I've got enough light. There's no chance for a creeper to get me in this area. But I suppose I could do a prediction for creeper death for this whole stream. Let's see. Where is it? Start a prediction. I'll give it a full 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll give it a full 15 minutes. There we go. Famous last words. Yep. All right. So we got our creeper prediction. Remember, that's just creepers. If I die by a drowned with a trident, it doesn't count. If I die by my own stupidity, like digging down or leaping off a cliff. None of those count. It's just creeper. Then all jumps off a cliff to avoid the creeper, yeah. I would say that would probably count. Like if I died trying to avoid a creeper, like if I died another way, the creeper is still responsible. You're betting on the phantoms or a hidden lava pit. It's actually kind of a shame that you don't have more options in terms of the predictions. $24 iron. That's pretty good. Get your butt back here. Alright. Back up to the surface we go. Which I'm not sure if it is nighttime or not. Oh, it's raining. And it's nighttime. Well, that's wonderful. There is a spider out there. Yes, get your butt back here to the door. Come here, spiders. Alright, I only got 3 pieces of string, it looks like. I think I saw a creeper out there. Isn't it the spider's turn to kill you? No, spiders... Cave spiders might be able to kill me, but regular spiders almost certainly couldn't unless I was already seriously injured. Alright, let's get some iron armor. Let's get a shield. You didn't think a wolf would do... Well, but it wasn't a wolf. It was 3 wolves. And they do a lot of damage. They really do. Well, you left off the S. Doesn't matter, really. Is that why no doggo pets? No, not really. Yeah, I saw you out there, creeper. Just walked right by the door. The largest spider in my lists. Alright, well. We are just waiting for this stuff to finish, so let me go ahead and pull that up. Alright, that would be phase spider. Phase spiders are web spinners with a raised thorax and a human-like head. They are often confused with neogi or driders. Let me go ahead and get this copper going. Oh, he would just wait right out there, wouldn't he? They have a unique ability to phase in and out of the prime material plane. They phase in, attack, and phase out all in a single round. This gives them a -3 modifier to uninitiative rolls. If a phase spider wins initiative by more than 4, it attacks and phases out before its opponent has a chance to strike back. Then, 2, a phase spider usually phases into existence behind its chosen victim so that they get a +4 modifier for attacking from behind. Phase spiders flee into the ethereal plane when outmatched. There, they gain only a -1 modifier to initiative and can be attacked every round, regardless of the initiative result. Phase spiders have type F poison, and victims receive a -2 penalty on saving throws against it. So, phase spiders are 14 feet in diameter. Are there many arachnid hybrid creatures in D&D? I wouldn't say many, but there's a fair number. Alright, so let's see. I want an iron sword, for sure. I want an iron pickaxe, for sure. I want a bucket for sure. And with 7, that's 5, that's 4, that's all. All right. There we go. Okay. Safe from the blast. Alright, let's get the string and the eyes in there. And I should probably go fishing. Ah, tree just grew up. That's a turtle. I need to find some actual fish. Yeah, I mean, I could build a boat and go sailing around, but it would be basically impossible to find my way back. I don't know that you can eat turtles. I could eat seaweed. There's some fish. I mean, I suppose I could make an actual fishing rod. If I set up a campfire, I can turn all this into a crappy, but still useful food. There we go. I've already done that with turtles. Off screen. Plus, turtles are cute. Alrighty. I did not get another, Oh, wait, nope. There we go. I did get one. Cute when you put a chest on them, too. There is a drowned out there somewhere. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and take that back. Alright. First thing, campfire. There we go. Second thing, fishing rod. There we go. Alright, we got some copper ingots. And let's just make all those torches. Plop this campfire out here. And let's go fishing. What did the turtle drop? I don't think I got anything the first time. I think I got some, like, grass the second time. Like seagrass. This rain is actually making it kind of difficult to see when I'm getting a bite. Lots of confidence on no creeper deaths. Yeah, maybe people trust me not to die. Alright. Need to get back in soon. There we go. Alright, anything that I want to leave in here for the moment? Wood sword I don't need. Stone sword I don't need. That's for fishing. Alright. Actually, I don't need you. You know what? Since I have these wooden weapons, let's take the coal. Let's just go ahead and cook the fish in here. And the rain has stopped. But it is nighttime out, so I do want to be careful. Stone sword, I don't need that. That's for fishing. Exactly. Oh, I wish it would rain more here. It's not that I could... We need it, but then that means that I don't have to do watering. Alright, let's see. I want to use you and just do that. Make sure there's plenty of light there. No. Nothing to worry about there. Keep going down. Let's see. Yep. All right. Time to turn the corner. Oh, it's flooding amounts? Yeah, that's fair. Send it to California. I'm sure that they'd like that. Oh, hey! Hello! Alright, I got some redstone. Now I can make a compass. Of course, I do need more iron. Alright, made it down to bedrock. Alright, let's see if there's anything interesting around here. Oh, I got some iron. That's good. Looks like not a whole lot of iron. Just the one. Some more redstone up there. I thought I saw some iron, but no, I think it was just the wood of the torch. Wait, wrong tool. Under bedrock isn't great for materials, but occasionally you get something. Yeah. I've seen diamonds spawn down with it. Alrighty. Where do we then want to go? How about this way, I guess? We got dirt down here. Let's just dig with our hands. Actually, I could make some oak. Yeah, I could make another crafting table down here. Let's go ahead and do just that. Alright. It's a little bit dark in here. Let's get some light. I can take this up and use this for farming, though, so that's good. Chunks aren't height-based, are they? Like, if you're down deep, it doesn't mean that the stuff up on the surface is unloaded. Does it? Because I'm wondering if this is keeping my wheat from growing. Ooh, eerie noise. Because I hadn't really gotten a whole lot of growth, and I'm a little bit disappointed by that. Is that coal? That doesn't sound right. Is that a new block? What is that? I don't want to break it with the wrong tool. That's part of it. Deep cobblestone. That doesn't help me any. Can it be broken with a stone pickaxe? Stone or higher pick, we'll get it. Alright. Cobble to deep slate. Ah, okay. Also, iron. It sounds wet. Good thing it isn't a creeper block. Well, Big Mac, if you mine something out with a tool too weak to collect it, you just destroy the block. Like if I went and found diamond right now and I used my stone pickaxe to mine it, I would not get the diamond. I would just destroy the block. Yeah, I noticed from all the recipes, it's just another type of stone. Essentially. No, not there. There's a pretty big area of this. I think I would have preferred if they'd kept the sound the same as regular stone, because this sounds wrong. It really does sound wet. Do you think we'll be able to get me a third hype train? Probably not. I think that might be asking a little bit too much. But I am always open to you guys trying. Those did really help me get a lot of bits. Like, compared to previous months, the last month's worth of bits has been quite substantial. I'm going to need to go back up to the surface. Yeah, but it's wet. It sounds wet. That's my concern. I can now splurge on a whole Arby's hamburger? No, that's the ad revenue, Dracophile. Oh, Lel Bunny, I'm sorry. I mean, this is a really big area. Half expecting a silverfish to spawn? Ugh. Please no. Alright, well, we got some more gravel back here. And some more redstone. Death by silverfish would be amusing. No, no, it wouldn't. Death by silverfish would be awful. I hate silverfish. I really do. They're so terrible. Calm down. Calm down, Gravel. Calm down. Alright, well, I think we've done a fair bit here. Let's go ahead and get all this redstone and then make our way back up. Because I need some new tools. Let's get some light there. I only hate Minecraft bats. I don't hate regular bats, like real bats and stuff like that. Real seagulls, though. Hate those. Hate those. Ooh, eerie noise. Pickles is a good kitty. Wow, we got a giant tree that grew. Oh. I am full up on stuff. I should probably do something about that. Leave the gravel, leave that, leave the redstone, leave most of this stuff that I don't care about. Nope, take the apples. Start with the wood sword, and then go switch over to the coal. What are you? Oh, is that an axolotl? I think that was. Alright, I need the... Oh, we can put some more on here. Need my hoe. There we go. Ow, ow, ow. My feet. Ow. I knew I should have built that higher. Nom 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 nom. Alright, so... I do need some granite. Do I have wood in here? I do. They also like to hunt and can get you food from the fish they kill and leave. Ah. It happens. Alright, let's get a helmet. Go ahead and put that away. Okay, so we need a shovel. We need a pickaxe. We need some more pickaxes. There we go. Alright. Back down into the depths. As we hunt for more goodies. I love my spiral staircase. Still need a bed. I do. That's not happening anytime unless I go hunting, hunting spiders, and a lot of them. Day 24 of island marooning. Makes you dizzy. Understandable. Understandable. Alright, there was some coal here. especially with all that head hitting on the way down. Alright, and even more coal. That's good. I'll be able to replenish my torch supply as well. Oh. Let's get this up. Missed this. A pretty big seam of coal. Yeah, the time to get in on the prediction is ended. Oh, there's some iron. Okay, I'll be able to make a oh yeah, I'll definitely be able to make a compass with all of this. Very nice. If I had access to paper, I could make a map even. I could make a steel watering can. If only. I do find it kind of amusing that you can't do irrigation. Well, I mean, you got the sprinklers, but you can't do, like, actual grow crops right next to the water in Stardew Valley for irrigation, except for rice. Rice is the only one that you can do that with. Oh, that's terrible, Dracophile. You should feel bad for that. Oh. Alright, let's switch tools. Yeah, lapis lazuli. Yeah, it does look pretty nice in that. And I got 7. Not that I know what I'll do with that, but... more redstone. Not that I'm ever going to use this much. Yeah, kind of noticing that. That lack of a bit of a brightness to it. That's a shame. Get some extra light in this area. I'm going to end up with a ton of gravel. At least I can fill in bits of the atoll. Still a lot of stuff that I'd like to find. Haven't seen any diamond yet, haven't seen any emeralds, haven't seen any gold. Considering I have no boats, a lot of shipwreck delving with all that gravel. I actually kind of prefer sand for that, though. Whoops. Meant to combine those. I guess I will just lose that. Alright. I have one stick. Oh, you can even use the cobbled deep slate for shovels. Interesting. Why is it not using my cobblestone? I don't know. Whatever. Well, I'm just saying that, like, haven't seen a whole lot of other stuff. Not really any particular thing. Oh. Speak of the devil. Raw gold. Just the one, though. It does feel like it takes more to mine this stuff than regular stone. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, stone is definitely faster. Yeah, it could be. Alright, let's see. Oh, got more dirt, too. Nothing else of interest. Raw umber, mined only from the finest hulks. You know, that's what the D&D party needs to face more of. Umber Hulks and Nyogi, right? Right? You know, say hi to those old friends again. Ow. My feet. Which monstrous information? Monstrous information for Umber Hulks? Because I did the largest spider. I did do that one. I hadn't marked it as complete, but I did do it. You take no blame for this. I mean, I am the dungeon master, so technically I'm to blame for everything. Hello. More iron. Yeah, there's a cooldown on it. Oh, hello. More redstone that I'm never going to actually use. Let's go ahead and merge these shovels together. That is true. Inspiration can come from many different places, too. There's water nearby. Alright, I feel like we're not really finding much else interesting over here. And I am running out of space in my inventory. Just so long as the butt doors don't inspire. I mean, there's nothing wrong with inspiring some animated doors. Not sure if the bubbles were above us or in this direction. Maybe we'll find like an undersea crevasse around here or something. Yeah, the coal in the deep slate stuff isn't all that noticeable that quickly. Ooh, eerie sound. Let's swap tools. Merge some of these together. There we go. I got 24 raw iron, which is pretty nice. Those crevasses generally only dropped around 15 or 20 or so. Yeah, but the fact that there were bubbles makes me think that it was dropping a lot deeper. They can drop deeper. I've seen that. I mean, we're getting bubbles whirl, so that doesn't happen with actual lava. That happens with the magma, the blocks that you can remove. Yeah, the deep ocean spots especially do. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Now the question is... Let's go ahead and do that so it doesn't go that far. Is this full? Or is there air in here? Does not appear to be any air in there. That appears to be a fully submerged, a fully submerged block. Just shovel that kelp into my face. Whoa. What was happening there? Why was I taking damage? Oh. I'm technically underwater there. Really? Seriously, game. What the hell? Technically underwater there. You thought I loved technicalities, Mr. Water is Lava. Water is lava. Trying to decide if there's any real point to this at all. Okay, so that did create a bit of air. There we go. Get some more light in here. See if there's anything of interest through here. Looks like coal there. Of course, lava around there. Otherwise, not really. I don't think there's any real reason to go in there right now. Wait, I just noticed this. What is this? Where did it go? Tough. Well, it's not very tough. What the heck is tough? I mean, other than a new block. Hardened volcanic material, huh? Well, it's pretty quick to mine, at least. I'll grab some of it. Merge those pickaxes together. Can you throw a lot of sand into the flooded room and dig out the middle? Yeah, I could. I could, if I fill it with blocks and then mine those blocks again, there will be air where the blocks were, provided I don't let the water back in. So yeah, any liquid block, you can do a full replacement on that. And then dig it out again, and yeah, that's one way to get rid of like pockets of magma, pockets of water, that kind of thing, to continue mining. So we are currently at 14. Okay, that's all the way up there. Calcite, huh? I haven't seen that yet. So this is down at 9. So diamonds are most common at 6 now. Yeah, that's 5. You can only find calcite in one type of location. It is amazing. Is it a new biome or what? Oops. Accidentally hit escape there. I mean, I don't mind that stupid thing. A new formation. Ah, okay. I mean, I don't mind knowing what to look out for. Like, if there's some sign that I'm close to something interesting. Ah, Farron lost out on the opportunity for Umber Hulks. Alright, vampire if possible. Yeah, I can do vampire. Give me a moment. Nope, nope, too late. It's not a big deal. I mean, I was just teasing. Alright, I am full up on stuff. What do I not care about? I don't care about andesite. I don't care about that. We'll take the, yeah, alright. That's good. Let's get another torch there. Once I find my way back to the stairs... Some lava pops. There we go. Okay, so, vampire. Let us see. V. Alright. I am going to assume the standard vampire. Of all the chaotic evil undead creatures that stalk the world, none is more dreadful than the vampire. Moving silently through the night, vampires prey upon the living without mercy or compassion. Unless deep underground, they must return to their coffins in which they pass their daylight hours. And even in the former case, they must occasionally return to such to rest, for their power is renewed by contact with soil from their graves. One aspect that makes a vampire far more fearful than many of its undead kindred is its appearance. Unlike other undead creatures, a vampire can easily pass among normal men without drawing attention to itself, for, although its facial features are sharp and feral, they do not seem inhuman. In many cases, a vampire's true nature is revealed only when it attacks. There are ways in which a vampire may be detected by the careful observer, however. Vampires cast no reflection in a glass, cast no shadows, and move in complete silence. Do these variant minerals have any use, or are they cosmetic? No idea yet. No idea yet. Let's see. Down to Habitat Society. Vampires live in areas of death and desolation where they will not be reminded of the lives that they have left behind. Ruined castles or chapels and large cemeteries are popular lairs for them, as are sites of great tragedies or battles. Vampires often feel a strong attachment to specific areas with some morbid significance, like the grave of a suicide or the site of a murder. When deciding on courses of action or planning a campaign, vampires move very slowly and meticulously. It is not uncommon for a vampire to undertake some scheme which may take decades or even centuries to reach its conclusion. Because of the curse of immortality that has fallen upon them, they feel that time is always on their side and will often defeat foes who might otherwise overcome them. The vampire can simply go into hiding for a few decades until the passing of the years brings down its enemies. Vampires are normally solitary creatures. When they are found in the company of others of their kind, the group will certainly consist of a single vampire lord and a small group of vampires which it has created to do its bidding. In this way, the vampire can exert its power over a greater range without running the risk of exposing itself to attack by would-be heroes. In general, vampires feel only contempt for the world and its inhabitants. Denied the pleasures of a true life, they have become dark and twisted creatures, bent on revenge and terror. When a vampire creates another of its kind, it considers a new creature a mere tool. The minion will be sent on missions which the vampire feels may be too dangerous or unimportant for its personal attention. If the need arises, these paws will gladly be sacrificed to protect or further the ends of their master. Ecology. The vampire has no place in the world of living creatures. It is a thing of darkness that exists only to bring about evil and chaos. Almost without exception, the vampire is feared and hated by those who dwell in the regions in which it chooses to make its home. The vampire's unnatural presence is all-pervasive and will cause dogs and similar animals to raise a cry of alarm at the presence of the creatures. Vampires sustain themselves by draining the life force from living creatures. Unless they have a specific need to create additional minions, however, they are careful to avoid killing those they attack. In cases where the death of a victim is desired, the vampire will take care to see that the body is destroyed, and thus will not rise as an undead. Generally, yeah. Obviously, there's some flexibility that you have in that. But for a PC, yeah. Like, I mean, the fact that they need to kill to sustain themselves kind of makes that nearly automatic. It takes, like, substantial will and time to move beyond that. Original basic D&D is fairly compatible with AD&D. Like, there are more similarities between basic D&D and AD&D than there are between second edition and third edition. Go ahead and get that in there. Okay, I need another chest. Alright, fine. I'll make another chest. Seriously, game? Seriously? Oh my god. Would I say that AD&D is worth playing today? Well, I mean, I play it today, so yeah, I consider it worthwhile. There we go. Tomorrow I have a streaming Spelljammer game. Well, if you've played first, if you mean first edition, that's AD&D first edition. AD&D first edition is functionally, like, the difference between AD&D first edition and second edition is more along the lines of 3 and 3.5. Alright, that's enough there to make some boots. There we go. Fully armored up. That's fine. Played both first edition and basic. Were confused at first, not realizing they were separate rule systems. Yeah, but pretty similar. I mean, you could take an adventure written for basic D&D and with very, very little work, use it in AD&D first or second edition. Most of the work is converting NPCs. You don't need to do a whole lot to the monsters, just the NPCs. We'll wait until that's ready. Because basic D&D used race as class, so rather than like an elf fighter or an elf mage, you're just an elf. Recently converted Temple of Elemental Evil from 2nd edition to Pathfinder, and it was quite a lot of work. Yeah, that's a lot of work. The complete revamping of how characters actually work means that there's a lot more involved in that. I guess we'll go harvest. Actually, I need some dirt. Pick that up, thank you. Actually, and I also need my hoe. There we go. Also, monster power was substantially changed. Yeah, but you wouldn't necessarily always want them to be fighter mages in a remake, in a conversion. There we go. Alright, there's all of our iron. Okay, let's get a compass made. Excellent. Burnt seaweed, yum! Spelljammer is a campaign setting. Hey, Dark Jade, how's it going? Still annoyed with third for a poor conversion of Kryn Minotaurs? Yeah, I don't know anything about the 3rd edition conversion for Dragonlance. But yeah, Spelljammer is a campaign setting. It is Adventures in Space. It is not science fiction. It is pure fantasy. A lot of people say, you know, they see space and they automatically think science fiction. And that's one of the complaints by people who don't really know the setting of, oh, I don't like science fiction in my fantasy. Except it's not science fiction. Yeah, you're sailing through space on sailboats and that sort of thing, propelled by magic. Ships have gravity planes. Like, the physics doesn't work anywhere like what it is in the real world. Large objects that leave an atmosphere, they literally just take an atmosphere with them. Yeah, so it's very, very different. There's a gold bar. Not that I can do anything with the gold bar right now. Okay, let's see. Need some shovels. Well, all the crystal spheres exist on a single prime material plane. The phlogiston is part of the prime material plane. It's not another plane. It's not a transitory plane. It's just part of the prime material plane. Spelljammer certainly seems fairly interesting, so what would be my favorite adventure path or set of linked adventures? There aren't too many linked adventures in 2nd edition. Spelljammer does have the linked adventures of Goblin's Return and Heart of the Enemy, but Goblin's Return is great, Heart of the Enemy not so much. So I might use one and not the other very easily. Yeah, Spelljammer is a ton of fun. I do have an ongoing campaign streamed on Twitch tomorrow, so if you're free from noon to 4 Eastern Time, you're welcome to pop on out and watch some. The party is on a planet, though, so you're not going to be seeing, like, space combat and stuff. You know what? Let's make a boat. Bet Ald never even punched Lolth in the Demon Web Pits. Nope. I've never actually played any of those classic 1st edition adventures. None of them. Make a boat so you can find a village and burrow a bed. That may have occurred to me. Alternately, find some sheep and do a little sheep murdering. Ow! Oh, God. Well, this place suddenly got extremely dangerous. Oh! I didn't know that Drowned would come out during the rain. Classic modules can suffer from being a tournament first. Yeah, that's one of my big problems with him. I don't know that I could hit and run. I mean, I could if he had stayed in front of the door. Oh, he went back in the water. Crap. That's how you died from your first trident drowned? Oof. I'd never actually seen them wander on land at night. The zombie converts to drowned. Lovely. Well, I think we definitely wait until daytime. Yeah, that's what surprised you too. What the? Lol. Boom, dead. Yeah. Yeah, those tridents are terrible. Even when you've got good armor. They're pretty awful. My kelp is going to start to despawn soon, too. Not that it's a big deal. I think he walked over the fire. Get in the door. You'd want to try an adventure combining the first two Ravenloft modules. No, I don't want to turn on sticky keys. No, jeez. Or start dancing while waiting for the sun to come up, and it's like, Windows is like, do you want sticky keys on? No, of course I never want sticky keys on. For crying out loud. I think they went back into the water, though. Oh, sorry, turtle. There's skeletons over there. Have I tried sleeping? I don't have a bed. Have fun, Enderman! Yeah, the sun is coming up. I don't know where the trident-wielding drowned is. It's not him. And the rain has stopped. That's just some fish. Oh, hey! Nice. Enderman died. Have I tried making a bed? I kind of lack the ingredients for it. Free pearl, indeed. Free creeper out there. Hi, creeper. Okay, well. Backing up in the boat, slower than I thought. Backing up in the boat was a lot slower than I thought it would be. Rip Hamtopia 10, yeah. That's true, that's true. I did die to a creeper. Let's see who... Oh my lord! No one! Oh, no, no, no. Arthresh. Arthresh with 20. Will we die by a creeper this session? Yep. Complete the prediction. And Hammeron. Oh, you also had 10 in there? Okay. Let's see. 8.4K. Oh, man. Yep. 8.4K go to Arthresh and Hammeron. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that is true. Yep. All right, well, Hamtopia 10. I mean, Hamtopia 11. There we go. Create a new world. Just came into one heck of a fender bender. You could say that. You could say that. Thought my armor would have saved me from that. Yeah, I had hoped. Boat hunting creepers is a very bad idea. I don't think I'd ever done that before. 10 is considered an anniversary, and I went out with a bang. Oh. Well, this will be interesting. Should have some mines around here. Okay, well, yep, this is a canyon biome, or Badlands biome. I'm not sure exactly what they choose to call it. Yeah. I should have jumped off the boat and done it that way. I mean, again, never let it be said I am great at Minecraft. Okay, I got at least one seed now. Alright, what do we got around here? Alright, I do see a mine already. Mines are a bit dangerous. Dang it. Alright, so we got a lot of, rail lines. There's some exposed coal, but that's not really what I want. That's what I want. Glowberries. I have no idea what glowberries are. They are brand new. Looking for any other mine carts that are close to the entrances. Aha, there's one. Oh god, how am I going to get out of here now? There we go. That is a way out. Okay, not seeing any other exposed minecarts. There's some gold right here. Alright, let's get back up to the top of the cliff. Once I... Nope. Nope. Easy way back up. Game. Anytime now. Got anything interesting up here? Not immediately. Okay. Let's chop down another tree. Because if I can harvest enough of the string from the cobwebs, I'll be able to make my own bed. It will be a lot of string, though. Okay, first things first. Wooden sword. Wooden pickaxe. 12 cobwebs? Don't I need more than that? Ow. Oh, no, it's only 4. Okay. I thought it was more than that. Need to be careful about going too deep into any of these, though. Because I have no torches. Well, actually, I do have torches. Never mind. Alright, that's 9. 10. 11. 12. Alright. Fantastic. Alright, while I'm here, let me see if I can get some quick stone. There we go. 3 is good. No apples. Where did I leave my... There it is. Okay. And then I can make a bed. Candle. Honeycomb and string. Huh. No sheeps are harmed in the making of this bed. Oh, you gotta bake the cactuses first? Oh, that's disappointing. Alright, Alright, well, we got a bed, so that's good. Let's go see if we can find anything else that gives us some dyeing ability. Not that kind of dyeing. Hey, Zilnar, how's it going? There are no flowers up here at all. I play it very casually. I'm doing pretty well. Although we did have 2 deaths in this stream. Alright, let's get some sleep. Advancement made. Sweet dreams. Oh god, no, that's a skeleton. Stay away from the skeleton. Can we have the seed? Sure. There we go. Ah. Some lava with surface gold nearby. Do not often see surface gold. I do know that it is more common in the Badlands biome, so... Yeah, I need to remember to display the seeds more often for people who want to play in the worlds that I end up dying in. More surface gold. I can make a clock. Gonna build yourself a nice Mesa Mega Base. Very nice. I hate navigating some of these areas. I would like to find another town. Alright, I guess we make a red bed. It's better than white. Better than yellow, too. We call it Black Mesa. Oh, hello! Maybe there'll be some interesting goodies here. Looting one, a clock, some obsidian, and some golden leggings. Well, might as well use the golden sword. Yeah, but it is on a gold sword, so... Get revenge before you die. I could. Are there towns that spawn in... I mean, like, can towns spawn in the Mesa biomes? Because I would like to find a town. Indeed, I am. I mean, as long as I don't go too far from the Mesa biome, it'll be pretty easy to find some more mines. Glowberries are edible. Alright. I'll keep that in mind. Although there's enough water that there might be some fish. So I'm not too worried about food right now. Well, I would really like to find a village. Yeah, that's one of the downsides of starting in the mesa biomes. Oh yeah, plenty of bushes for the sticks, and I mean there is a chance of apples from the trees, but it feels like it's a really low chance, unfortunately. So we got an ocean that way. That would be a good way to find a village. Yeah, I could easily go get some, make a fishing rod. That is true. I'm not gonna jump off that cliff. Alright, more mining, areas. Okay. Ow. Ow. Oh god. That's a spawner there. Hate those things. Get out of here. Zombie villager. Alright, pass right through here for find the ocean. Ow. No exposed, oh my god. That appears to be a shipwreck out there, though. Death by a million falls? Quite possibly. Hey there, free fish. Yep. It's gonna be hard to do anything with, though, right now. I don't have enough sand. Which is worse, a million falls or one big one? Definitely one big one. Because that's what's gonna kill you. Alright, well, we are nearing the end of the stream. Let's see if I can find an easily accessible entrance to the mine in order to get some string. Ooh. It's getting dark, though. And I think a zombie might be nearby. Stay up there, jeez. Okay, pull out the wooden sword so I can get the string. There's lava down there. And I hear a skeleton. So let's skedaddle. Might be worth just making a boat. Fine, just... I hate that constantly changing element of that. There we go. Skelebro is your friend, though? No, no, he is not. Where did... Ah, there it is. Alright. So let's go sailing. We've discovered a shipwreck, which will be useful later. See ya, Poopinell. Thanks for coming out. Might as well get those for now. I'd like to find some place to... like a good spot to stop. Like a, discovering a village that we can kick off next session with. That looks like there's a spider spawner right near there. That is always worrying. Alright, well, there might be an Acacia village nearby. A Savannah village. Now, the question is whether there's going to be a village. Well, finds the island he died on with all of his stuff still. Actually, that would be kind of funny if you could set it to spawn you someplace else in the same world of one that you were in. Alright, and then there's a desert, so there's a desert village chance. Alright, I might need to just not fall down there. Let's see if we can get some height. Alright, the desert section doesn't seem all that big. Oh, maybe. Maybe it is. Hello, bunnies. Come on, game. Throw me a bone. Yeah, big oak. So we probably have some grassland close by, too. Yeah, we got some grassland over here. Not a lot of grassland, though. All right, well, I think we'll go and oh, I think I see it. I think I see a village. Yes. Victory. Desert village on the edge of a savannah. They do have a golem. Let's check to see what the farmer is producing. Oh, good. That is good. That is good stuff. All right, real fast. I want to lock him in. Thank you. Oh, not right there. There we go. All right, we'll clean that up later as well. Let's get that in there. I did hear a... Yep, yeah, we got a cartographer. Okay, so before we actually end, let's look to see what chests we might have inside these buildings. Then I'll start collecting up the... oh, looks like we're going to have 2 cartographers. I'll start collecting the hay next time. Do you have any animals out here? No. There was a kitty. So we do have 2 kitties around. Nope, nothing there. There we go. Ooh, emeralds. Nice. Okay, mushroom right there. Close the door, please. You got a horse in there. Let's see, have I checked these buildings? Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Very dangerous. Okay. Let's get that helmet on. Take the bread. And is there anything that I don't care about? Yeah, minecarts can stay behind here. For now. Alright, and there are three farms. So that's pretty nice. Otherwise, some decent loot. But nothing super extraordinary. Alright, well, let's wait until the sun goes down. I probably would need more, so... What's teal in this world that makes a teal bed blanket? One of the flowers, I believe. So we'll go ahead and get some sleep. And when we come back next time, we'll explore our new town and explore the environment. That should definitely be fun. We'll be able to get a map pretty quick, so that's pretty exciting. No, there are some flowers that I believe make the teal. Less dying, perhaps? That's the hope. We'll cross our fingers for that. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming out. We'll be back next week for more of this. See you then, everyone.